what's up, everyone? It's Jonathan here. I think we kind of figured this was going to happen just because of how much snow was going to be falling down in North Carolina, but NASCAR has decided to postpone the race, the clash on Sunday. It will be run Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Practice will be at 11 a.m. Eastern. After that, will be qualifying and last chance qualifier, and then the race at 6 p.m. So I figured this was going to happen, just because, I mean, come on. You got to deal with snow, and, no offense to people down there, but they just don't know how to deal with snow compared to people in the Northeast, like where I live. So uh, it's better just to play it safe and let them have an extra day to clean up the roads and the racetrack itself. The racetrack, that won't take probably a couple hours to get cleared up and go from there. But besides that, I figured that was exactly what was going to happen, and it's a shame. We want to get the season started, at least have some kind of momentum started, because we have the Super Bowl in between. But of course, it brings up the debate: should be racing at Bowman Gray? I think we should be racing at Bowman Gray. Should it be the Clash? No, I think it should be the All Star race. Um, Now, granted, obviously usually the All Star race contains usually the pretty much everyone now as well. Well, not everyone. It has to do with the winners plus the playoff drivers. Well, in this case now the chase. So you roughly have about 22, 23, which typically is the mount. I think they give you like 23 cars for the Clash, anyways, for the regular race, the main event. So could this be an all star race? Yes, I think that would probably be a better fit. One to be in the summertime, don't deal with snow, deal with much of the weather as possible. So definitely would be probably a better fit. Now, where the Clash should go, obviously people would say you should just go back to Daytona. We've been through this. I mean, sure we could do it, but how many cars have to wreck before we say this is enough with that again? Someone did have a suggestion that if you want a short track, style race, is to have the short track race again that they did for the modifieds at Daytona. Now, obviously, they don't have the back straightaway, but they could do it in the front straightaway. They could probably do it either on the exit of pit road, or they could do it on the entry of pit road. Like, that's pretty big enough of an apron that they could do it. And the grandstands are right there. They don't have to put any pre-built uh, or temporary grandstands up or anything like that. So yeah, I think that's something they could do, but we'll see what they want to do next year. They said last year they got lucky, right? And the storms, we didn't get this cold like they did, or for this year compared to last year. Uh, it just the luck ran out. Unfortunately, it was only the second time they've raced here, but I mean, this is historic, like cold temperatures that usually don't get this far south as much as they should. I mean, they're in forecasting down in Florida. Daytona could be down in the 20s by next week. So, or I think even beginning of this week or something like this. So, yeah, there's definitely cold air in place, and no matter where you go in the United States. So, uh, it's just unfortunate it happened. They plan to do it at 6 p.m. Eastern. And the temperatures tomorrow, it looks like by the time the race starts, will probably be in the mid 20s. So you're talking about still frigid temperatures, but um, if you're planning to go to this race, just obviously do extra caution about layers. The more the better. Even if you look like the Michelin uh, mascot there, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to those temperatures. Obviously, for racing, we'll see how it goes. I mean, last year it was in the 30s, and we had pretty decent racing. I don't know how much the tires are really going to be effective at wearing out at these cold temperatures, but we'll see. But yeah, that's all she wrote here. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more NASCAR news and NASCAR content, and hope to see you for the next one.